Good morning, everyone. Let us study today how democracy is accountable, responsive, and legitimate government. We have already studied that in democracy, we can reasonably expect from democracy and examine the record of democracy, how accountable and responsive and legitimate government the democracy is. There are some things in democracy must provide these as per the democratic policies, democracy should provide the citizens or the people something. In a democracy, we are most concerned with the ensuring that people will have the right to choose their rulers and people have a control over the rulers also. That is very important point in a democracy. People have a right to choose their leaders. In a monarchy or a dictatorship or a military rule, we cannot expect this. People do not have any right. They have to blindly follow what decisions are taken by the rulers. But in democracy, there is a provision that people have the right to choose their rulers, and also they have control over the rulers. If the rulers are not doing any welfare activities to the people, and we have the right to reject them, or we have the right to strike against them. So whenever if it is possible and necessary, citizens should be able to participate in decision making on the affairs of the decision making. That means we can say the best example, decision making. People can decide when government takes any policy, and if it is not acceptable to the people, we can reject it. We have the right to reject it. So the most basic outcome of democracy should be that it produces a government which is accountable to the citizens and responsible to the citizens for the needs and expectations of the citizens. We have many expectations when we are electing a person or a ruler. A government is formed, we are expecting many welfare activities from the government. So if our expectations are not fulfilled, we have the right to remove them. We have right to strike against them, oppose them. So before we are going into the questions, we face another common question, which is that a democratic government is efficient or not. Is the democratic government efficient? So, or if it is it effective also? When we compare the monarchy or dictatorship and democratic government. So some cases we can say monarchy government of monarchy, who is a monarch in any country, are better developed. So that is best examples we can find in the Arabian countries or the West Asian countries also. Some of it. It's of course some non-democratic rulers do not have the bother about what are the deliberations in assemblies or worry about the majorities of public opinion, etc. We know that in our country it is democracy. Before taking a decision, we need to, our rulers or our ministers, MLAs or MPs, they will debate the topic or decision before taking decision. That debates will be taking place in the assembly, that can be in the parliament or the legislative assembly. There are when a bill is passed, before a bill is passed, it will be debated in this assembly. So discussions will be taking place there, debates will be taking place there, and after that if majority opinion is very important. Majority of the members should accept or agree, then only that bill will be passed. But in monarchy, there is no such kind of parliament or assembly, and their monarch or dictator alone takes decisions. So he does not worry about the deliberations in the assembly or the majority's opinion or the public opinion. He does not bother about these things. So that is the speciality in democracy. Their debates are taking place because all the parliamentarians or the members of the assembly are the people's representatives. So they have to reflect the opinion of the people in the assembly. So So there will be decisions taking place, and it will be based on the public opinion or the opinion of the majority there. So that we can take more examples. Sometimes when we follow the procedure before arriving a decision, because here we have to follow many of the procedures. As we know that there are 3 stages of passing a bill. Not suddenly one time everyone decided or decision is not taken. 3 stages are there in Parliament. When we are making a bill, first it will be introduced in the lower house, and if it is passed in the lower house, it will be sent to the upper house in Rajya Sabha, and if they reject the bill, that bill will not become the law. Again, decisions discussions taking place in the lower house, and if it is passed, it will be sent to Rajya Sabha, and if they are ready to accept, it will become the law. Okay, so like that there are many ways or procedures for a bill to become a law, so that sometimes there will be delay. So in a monarchy there is no such procedure. The monarch directly decides and declare the policies or whatever the decisions taken. So that in democracy there will be some sort of delays in decision making, but it will be worth that if it is delayed also. An effective decision will be taken that will be suitable for the people. That is the speciality of democracy. So it is accountable and responsive and legitimate government also. So here when we are looking at the other side of democracy, we know that it ensures that decision making will be based on the norms and procedures. That means there are some rules and regulations or procedures for making the decisions, so that we should follow such kind of norms and procedures. Suddenly the government cannot declare anything. In Parliament it will be discussed and debated, then it becomes a law for the nation. So citizens who wants to know if any decision was taken through the correct procedures, they can find out. Now we have the Right to Information Act is implemented in our country, so that any citizen, common citizen, can inquire whether a decision taken by the government is followed by the procedures, whether this decision, whatever the policy government is introducing or implementing in our country, is followed the procedures. So that people, common citizens and people also have the right to examine or right to ask the government to show the evidence of how you have made the decisions. That is called the transparency. So our government or democracy is transparent, more transparent than other form of government, so that people can inquire and get the knowledge that how the decision making process is done here. So here, so that we can often say that democracy is more accountable to the people. Okay, so in democracy, government is following the procedures especially. Okay, so that we often say that sometimes some of the nations, when they are following the democracy, they may not follow the principles of democracy accurately. Okay, even though China is democratic nation, there is a kind of dictatorship is followed. Okay, so decision making cases people do not have any rights. So here while taking another important fact, we can say in democracy the public debates also taking place. Free and fair elections are conducted, and open public debates on major policies taken by the government are publicly debated. We know that especially the media highlights such kind of things there. Whatever the decisions taken by the government is acceptable to the people or not. These type of debates are taken. Debates are conducted by the media also in order to gather the public opinion, so that the regular and free elections are conducted in a democracy, and setting up of conditions in an open public debate also. In democracy we can find out that open debates or public debates are conducted, so that we get the idea, people also get the idea of democracy and what are the policies taken by the government, whether it is acceptable to the people also. Okay, so sometimes we know that it's we do not have very good record when it comes to sharing information with the citizens. That is very important point. Many of the rulers or in democratic government, what are the policies taken by the government is not declared to the people, and people do not have the right to get the information in many cases. Okay, so our country, we have Right to Information Act enacted, so that people have a right to inquire the government of their decision making policies. So here we know the record of democracy is not very impressive of these two counts. When we are thinking about democracies often frustrate the needs of the people and ignore the demands of majority of its population. And what are the demands of the people are ignored by the government or in most of the democracies. So when they take decisions, now we know that some of the agriculture bill is going to be introduced or implemented in our country. There is a nationwide strike going on, especially the farmers from all over India are in Delhi. They are demonstrating against the government and continuously they are striking against the policies of the government there. So here the decision is taken by the government, but that is against the will of the people, or if this bill is against the farmers, so that the farmers are agitating against the government. So in a democratic way, we have right in a democracy to oppose the decisions of the government there, so that we can find mostly in our country people a democratic government is accountable, responsible to the people. So it's also in a legal way. As per the law, only the government can follow democracy or rule the government, rule the country in any democracy. So here we can say that people wish to be ruled by representative elected by the democracy is the best form of government. As we know, we have studied that, because instead of a dictator or a monarch, people like to be ruled by the representative government or representatives who are elected by the people, so that people have a right to inquire or question the ruler also. When we are electing a person, he is responsible to us, so that they also believe that, people also believe that the democracy is suitable for their country. Democracy's ability to generate its own support is also itself an outcome that cannot be ignored. So people have a right to question their rulers, or their rulers are accountable or responsible to the people also in a democracy. So in the coming class we will study more about economic growth and development in a democracy.